All right. It
Hello,
worked.
hello. It worked. It's wonderful. Welcome, everyone, to a great day at Gateway, the show where you learn about networking, brand building, and the happenings of Gateway BNI. I am your host, Dana Stone. I am a life balance and sleep coach and host of Winning at the Mom Life. You can find more about me at liveandrest.com.
And I'm your host, Lucas Skyler Scott with Skyler Scott Studios. Check out the website. It's skylerscottstudios.com.
Yeah.
Skylerscottstudios.com. It's a new .com. .com. Use your words, Lucas. Get it together. We're live.
You can
And you
you
can
can do this.
also check, yeah, right, exactly. Come on, Daddy needs this. Also check out my YouTube channel, like Lucas Scott for fun antics. Yeah, we've got a great show for you today. In this episode, we're going to be digging into how to craft your story. So we've been talking about the impacts of having a story, how important it is, and we've been kind of going section by section. Last time we talked about kind of how to start thinking about your story, how to document these little moments. Now it's time to start assembling those moments in a way that is going to be amazing and awesome. So that's what we're talking about today. We're also going to update you on what happened at Gateway BNI today. It was a part A, not a part B, as usual. And then we're going to do some Q&A at the very end, so be sure to stick around. A little bit of food for thought. Turn the volume down on it, Dana. I can
I
hear.
did. I did.
A,
I did.
a little bit of food for thought today. Ideas come and go, but diamonds last forever. But hang on. There it
Well,
is.
that's not it.
Sorry, that's not what it is. It's not diamonds. It's ideas come and go, but stories, they stay. And yeah, I just think storytelling is
Diamonds
important.
will leave when you pawn them.
Say again, diamonds will leave when she pawns them.
I said diamonds will leave once you pawn them, but your
Yeah.
stories, they stay.
Yeah, the stories stay, exactly. So be good and do right, because they're gonna stay. I added a little thing here. I didn't tell Dana I was doing it, so it is what it is. But here it is. Here's some low hanging fruit. This is an area of the meeting that I want to offer to our members and other BNI members. This is a way that you can get an easy referral. Like, you don't have to dig into your phone book. You don't have to go do all this different stuff, jumping through hoops. You can get an easy referral in BNI if you're a member, and you can use one of these things. We have one today, and this is actually from Dana, and she said she wants you to use this link, and I think this is voting for the Entrepreneur of the Year, right, or something.
Yeah, entrepreneur. It's the People's Choice Awards for the entrepreneur at the Catalyst.
Well, I think that's awesome.
So,
I'm going to post the link here.
I'm excited.
I
I've
know
been
I jumped
nominated,
you
and so yeah, you just have to go down and you have to scroll all the way down to the S's
down,
in
down,
the
down.
episode.
Till you get to the S's. Let's see. There we are. We're right here. I'm going to drop this in the comments. Bloop. There it is. Share the link out. Enter a referral. Be sure you vote for Dana. One day, I very much hope that I'll be in the running. Hey, Dana, who are our
Yeah.
visitors today?
Oh, we had such a great meeting today, and it was Jeannie Cross was one of our visitors today, and she is with My Dandelion Son. So I hope, Jeannie, you have joined us live, and if you have, drop your contact information in the comments because we would love to connect with you. I am looking forward to connecting. Now, she kind of started this at home as a business from something that she really liked to do, which was floral arrangement. So she does live fresh flowers. She can do like rehearsal dinners. She's kind of branching into the wedding space. But I'm looking
Oh,
forward to
oh,
great
oh,
things from
oh.
her.
She's branching into it. And she does floral arrangements. Boom. Never miss an opportunity to lower my
Never miss an
standards
opportunity.
with these
You are
jokes.
so punny. You are so funny.
I thought she was very positive and energetic. You can tell that she really loves what she does, and yeah, it was just really cool. Make sure you click the link in the description to allow ecamm to show your name when you're leaving comments, and leave a comment. It's important.
Hey, I
Make
see
sure
that we've got 10 viewers. So if you are with us live, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, we should
Let us
have
know
10
you're
comments
here.
right now.
Ah, she is on. Look at there. Jeannie
Nice.
is on.
Bloop. Here she. Oopsie,
So
that was
you can
resized
contact,
wrong.
yeah.
Hang on. Let me fix this. It was unintelligible. Nice pun. Nice pun. That's for me, Dana. You're welcome.
Or me, because I said you're so funny.
Yeah, but come on. You know what? Hey, Dana.
What? Yeah.
Let's play Good, Bad, or Bull.
Joining us today for Good, Bad, or Bull is Nick Poppy. Welcome, Nick. Have you pulled him in yet, Lucas?
Here we go. Bloop. Oopsie. Where is he?
All right.
What is 2? That's not what I want. Here, hang on. I can do this. I want you to know that I'm almost a functional human being. Here we go.
We need to see this. Oh, look at that handsome man. That lumberjack.
Look, we can all have names now, too, since Nick's here.
Gosh, I can't hear him.
Oh, hang on. Let me check this. No, we're not getting any audio there, buddy. You know, fool around with that for a second. See what you can do.
Do you know sign language?
Yeah, just
Could
do
we
the
have
whole...
your answer in sign language?
That's definitely sign language. No, can't hear you still.
Well, you mess around with that, and I'm going to introduce what we're actually looking for. So Good, Bad, or Bull is our fun way of putting our guests on the spot to help our viewers become better networkers. So you are going to help us ruthlessly judge his response by commenting good, bad, or bull. So good is that you learned something and that you would be interested in hearing more. Bad is that they missed the mark and you didn't really feel engaged. And bull is, well, basically that Nick would be full of it. So if he gets more goods than bads or bulls, he is going to win a gift card from us and from the Gateway chapter so he can nurse those wounds with some shopping therapy. So we'll be counting all the responses until tomorrow. So share this out. Nick, you want to share this out. You want to get some votes so that you can win that gift card. So have we figured out the audio issue yet, guys?
No, he's working on it. Oopsie. Can I just get rid of this random, like, silhouette person? Wait, you there, Nick? No, we still can't hear you, buddy.
We still can't hear you. Maybe sign out, like, completely
there it
disconnect.
Is.
Oh,
there
I
it is.
It.
Got it. There was like 8 different options under. So I found the right
We got Nick. You guys, we got Nick. All right, let me try to
do is your 30-second elevator pitch. So introduce yourself. Tell us what you do.
Yeah, so my name is Nicholas Poppy. I run Steadfast Tree Service. We are local to the Huntsville area, but we do all sorts of tree removals, tree trimming, storm damage, stump grinding, emergency situations with trees all over North Alabama and kind of central southern Tennessee.
Nice. All right, Nick. Well, Lucas is going to give you the networking question of the week.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's a networking. I know it's supposed to be networking questions, but I'm trying to make this a little bit juicier for our viewers. So, viewers, strap on your seatbelts. Nick, prepare yourself, man. I'm taking the gloves off. And I want to hear. So this week, here's what we're looking for. And, it's, put your children in the other room.
Just go with it, Lucas.
Yeah.
Just go with it. Just do it.
All right, so here's what I want to know. I actually have 2 questions for you, and I wasn't going to ask this unless Nick came on the show, but I'm going to ask Nick this question, so we'll see. Okay, so the first question is, Nick, I want you to tell us about the worst person you ever hired.
Whew, that's a good question there. Worst person I've ever hired without saying any names. So I actually hired this guy. A friend of somebody that was already working with me, and everything sounded great, lots of experience. They showed up to the job in the morning, asked if they could drive themselves. Sure, I've got 2 vehicles, drive yourself. And he stops at a gas station on the way to work, shows up at the job site midway through his first beer. We're talking 7 o'clock in the morning. Gets out, tosses it in the back, picks up a chainsaw, like no talk, no nothing, just goes, picks up a chainsaw, cranks it up. I had to stop him. No, you can't do that. He goes back to the truck. He's yelling, cussing. It was bad.
That wasn't the end of the story?
No.
Go on.
I gave him one more chance.
Tell us.
I told him, I had a serious discussion.
You gave him another chance?
I had a serious discussion. You cannot drink while working this job.
Wait, did the discussion happen over a beer? Okay,
it did not. No. But he had a second one in the cup holder in his car.
Oh no!
Good. We're working a job. We stopped for lunch the one day, and he went over early to a little restaurant next door. We're all going to go get appetizers and something cold to drink, which he decided was beer again. And so this was like 3 days into the job after we just had the discussion. He gets a big, tall beer at the restaurant. And so we all walk in behind him, and he's sitting there at the bar just halfway through it. And then got really mad at me when I fired him.
On the spot, right? You were like, okay,
oh, yeah. I didn't even pay for his lunch.
Well, that's uncomfortable.
Fool me once. That is
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable.
So tell me, did he come as a referral from someone? Like, did somebody tell you to hire this guy?
Yes, he was actually a friend of one of my employees already.
What happened? Did the employee, did he talk about it? Like, what happened with him?
Yeah, so he said he had never seen that before. Didn't know the guy was had a problem with drinking, and he stayed on for maybe 2 more months.
I can see this conversation happening, and as he's like, I didn't know he had a problem. He's like,
I didn't know it was an issue. But
I didn't know this was
really
I didn't know I couldn't do that. Have you seen that Dave Chappelle thing where he's like, I'm sorry, officer. I didn't know I couldn't do that. You're drinking and then going to handle a chainsaw. Well, I'm glad that you made the right decision and dumped him. That was good. Yeah, see, so that was juicier. That was a little juicier.
That's fun.
I have a follow-up question.
I have some more less PC stories if you'd like to hear sometime.
Well, I want to save some of the juice for another episode. We're gonna bring you back. Anytime it rains, we're gonna call Nick first.
Done.
And this is, I guess. So I've never been in a fight before, you guys. I want you to know this part. I've never been in a fight. I've boxed a little bit, but I've never been in like a real fight before. Nick I know Nick. He's my neighbor. He's like a lumberjack, man's man. Have you ever?
Bartender, right?
He's a bartender.
Yep.
Nick, have you ever punched someone in the face?
I have.
Ah, I knew it.
At a networking event? Hold up.
At a networking event.
No.
And
I try to avoid these things.
Follow up to the follow up. Did that hurt? Does it hurt to punch somebody?
Not if you do it correctly.
It's all in the form.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, you have to be like a thoughtful, intentional face puncher.
Or headbutter. Your skull.
Have you headbutted somebody?
I have.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing! This is the best episode ever.
All the dirt today, guys.
Hey
guys, if you've ever punched someone in the face, leave a comment. If you haven't punched someone in the face, leave a comment about that too. Or do you want to?
Yeah. Have you ever? Okay, or if you haven't, have you ever wanted to punch someone in the face? Because I'm gonna have to go with I have definitely wanted to punch people.
I get so scared though. I'm a scaredy cat, you guys. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can tell by my gentle, manicured skin that I'm not like a tough guy.
Those pretty little nails.
In case you didn't know, yeah, I'm like, okay, we're going on live. Here we go. In case you didn't know, I get very scared about confrontation. I have to like breathe. My leg shakes. One of my the adrenaline, my leg gets all shaky, and I'm like,
one of them.
Just one, yeah. It's like my left leg just shakes like crazy, and my heart starts beating, and I'm like, oh god. And this is like in a drive-through if they're telling me they're out of something. So you can imagine in a fight, or like a real confrontation, what that could be like. For me, it's terrifying. So I keep Nick as a neighbor for this purpose.
I do really good with confrontation. I think I bartended for probably like 12 years from the time I was like 19. I started working in bars until 25, 26. So confrontation actually, like, not to say anything bad about Lucas, but it doesn't bother me at all, right? I'm very good with confrontation and trying to de-escalate the issues before it goes to something. But part of bartending is also bouncing and stopping other people from fighting, and it gets kind of crazy.
And you're dealing with drunks. You're dealing with drunks, so,
they're worse than babies.
Apparently, that's also part of tree cutting.
Apparently.
I hope you have
the best tree cutter I know. He's done some work for us at our old house. He's going to do some stuff for us at our new house. And he is really just a stand-up guy. So if you have some tree stuff, especially with all of the storms and everything we've had going on, I've been driving down the street and just seeing trees that nobody's taking care of. Maybe I'm going to put those in as referrals for you, Nick. You need to contact these people.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
to be
for being
clear,
on the show
Nick is great.
today. bringing it back
thanks for
to
having me.
networking.
Awesome, guys. Leave a comment, good, bad, or bull. If based on his response.
Honest with that response?
Do you want to hear more? Do you want to learn more? Is this somebody that you want to have a beer with? Thanks for coming on the show. We'll see you next time, Nick. Have a great one.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Well, that was awesome. I thought that was
awesome.
Really. Let's just get more and more real. Can we do that? Let's just get more and more real and just hit the nail on the head. Yeah, Nick and his company are amazing. Here we go. Make sure that you accept really that ecamm thing so we can see who you are. During every BNI meeting, every chapter has educational moment. It's kind of part of the normal ebb and flow of the chapter. And our education moment this week was brought to you by Dana, our education coordinator, obviously. And it was centered around crafting the story. And it's actually, it's very similar to what I'm going to be teaching in terms of my tips here, or the, information I'm going to provide. The value add next piece. But I just want to share a little bit. Begin to craft your story by taking your observations and notes from your story timeline, right? We talked about this. We talked about kind of looking at where you've been and where you're going and where you came from, and starting to kind of develop this timeline of your story, right? So that you can think about it, or even look at someone else's story and begin to create some perspective that you can then share with others about it, maybe something that's relatable. And normally the normal arc of events with a story is you have your normal, then you have an explosion, right? A big, massive, some occurrence, and then your new normal.
Right?
A big change, exactly. And really the takeaway was, in your storytelling, start at the explosion. We're going to talk more about this, so stick around, because in just a minute we're going to teach you one way that's going to really drastically shift your storytelling by reformatting the same information and just delivering it in a slightly different way.
And I think the more that you can kind of become a master around your stories, the better that you really are going to be at networking and presenting. And I think they go hand in hand. So in chapter growth today, actually Tammy, our secretary treasurer, was talking about we've got hundreds of seats that can be filled within a BNI chapter. And one of the things that is unique to BNI, and one of the things I like, is that, we have, what is it called, where you can only have one person from an industry.
Like exclusivity.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. So once somebody holds that seat in the chapter, like we really don't want anyone else to come in for that position. And so we have a lot of open seats inside the Gateway chapter. I know right now we are looking for someone in the housekeeping and that cleaning seat. We've been looking for a handyman for some time. We're looking for a personal trainer right now. We would love somebody in that seat. Also, the florist seat is open. Hint, hint to our Jeannie that's listening.
I know. And I just went and grabbed, here, let me share this really quick. Bloop. So this is her, like the header on her website. My Dandelion, is it My Dandelion Sons? No, it's mydandelionsons.com. And I dropped a comment there, with a link to it. And I'm really excited. I bring it up again just because, first of all, we want to give our visitors some love. Like, thanks for coming down. We love you. But also, I can tell when someone is passionate about something. I know, because I have spent a lot of time identifying my own passion in order to be where I'm at today. And she was very, very passionate about it. So I think it's worth mentioning.
I love it. And it was such a great meeting, too. Now, she was actually Jen Manning's very first guest ever. Jen's a new member in the chapter and had her first visitor, so that's always exciting as well. So, but we had a couple presentations this week. We learned, Marianne did 7 tips in 7 minutes. So Marianne Wyndham is our travel agent in our group in Wyndham Travel and Leisure. Marianne, I saw that you were on, so you should drop your contact information for anybody that is listening. I've actually used Marianne for a Disney vacation, and it was amazing, because I don't know if anybody's ever gone to Disney, but there's always something that comes up.
Dana, I'm tired of hearing about your Disney trips, by the way.
I've only gone 300 times. It's fine. But instead of having to sit on the phone with Disney for hours on end, Marianne does it for you, because she is the travel agent. So there's a lot of value in We also used her for a Universal Studios trip. We love Orlando. We really do. And then we also heard, and she's planning my daughter's trip to Aruba for her honeymoon. So we also heard from Robbie Redmond, and he was talking all about just, what's going on in the mortgage market right now. And, interest rates are at an all-time low, and it's a great time. I think, Lucas, you mentioned that you were even working on a refinance right now, kind of taking advantage and capitalizing on everything that's going on inside the real estate market.
You got it. Yeah, no, this is crazy. So I've been learning about real estate and investing and personal finance. And this is if you own a property already and you are not, you can refinance the difference in the equity. You got to talk to Robbie because he knows and understands this stuff. And it's little things that we do today that are going to set us up for success in the long run. And I'm working on learning that and having someone like Robbie there just like, hey, here's what, he was really good, and his team, and they make it easy. They're just like, here's what you need, here's where you find it, just turn it in, and we'll do the rest. So they've made it really simple.
And
for
it's
me.
not all about a sell either, because my daughter's currently buying a house, and I had her talk to Robbie, and he was like, no, your rates are great. This is a really good loan package. I couldn't do better than this. You should stick with it. And yeah. I mean, so when somebody will do that, that means a lot. So if you joined us for the live part of our meeting, be sure to drop a comment about what you liked about their presentations. I know that means a lot to them, and it will share some value with others that are tuning in. So next week's feature presentations are Cherry Howell. She is from Providence Chiropractic, and she's going to be talking about babies, chiropractic, and love. So she would love to see any new moms, any expecting moms that are trying to get pregnant. I guess they're not, they could be moms already, but they're trying to be a mom. She wants to see those in the audience. She's going to have some really great material around that. And then we also have Sarah Bradford, who is with Heart of Sarah. She is our mural artist. She's amazing. And
I love everybody, but Sarah's so funny.
She is really funny. And she has a line of merch that she just started, and it's all about I art a lot. She's going to be sharing about that next week. So let us know if you want to catch these presentations live. We would love to have you. 8:30 to 10 every Thursday is when we meet. We can extend you an invitation. We'd love to have you. So Lucas, let's learn something new today.
Okay, we're actually going to learn 2 new things. Let me just try this really quick. Let me see if this will happen. If I can, well, it shares the whole thing. I was trying to see if I could share like just the browser window. But, because we were talking about in the meeting, like ways to give...
I think you could do just the application instead of your whole desktop.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So here's what I want to do is I want to share Google Chrome that. But that still is sharing like...
That's still showing your whole...
Yeah. All right, well, let's
It's okay. We're playing with it. It's getting there.
Whatever. We'll figure it out, you guys.
Better every day.
Let's learn something. All right, guys. You guys know the drill. We're all about splitting content and not wasting our time. So I'm going to be grabbing a little bit of footage here for an edit. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but if you check out my social media, you'll see that I'm using this content and releasing content. That's a good suggestion. They say make it full screen in the comments. That would probably help. With that, so Mr. Pop, yeah, I don't know. On my thing, it's just showing blank faces. I don't know what's up with it. Ecamm is, I'm figuring it out. All right, bloop, Lucas solo. We're doing that, and we're ready to rock and roll. So, what's up, everybody? This is Lucas Skylar Scott from Skylar Scott Studios, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to change your story about your brand from maybe something a little bland, maybe it's even lame, to a real banger. Let's jump in right now. Is that enough head motion for you? Okay, great. The main difference between... Okay, that's not necessarily true. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, yeah. The main change that I think makes a huge impact when telling your story is all about rearranging where the information is presented in your story. So I want to share with you two examples, and the only thing that I'm changing in these two examples is what we would call the hook. It's really that opening line, and the hook is that first thing that your viewers or your audience is going to hear, and they're going to decide, if it's on YouTube, they're going to think, okay, I read the title, I saw the thumbnail. Is this video about what they're saying it's about? Is this going to give me the information that I'm looking for right now? And if they just clicked on it because it's on your Facebook and you don't come out with a strong hook, you could lose that viewer. So the hook is really important. Rather than starting at in your story, rather than starting at the logical beginning, you want to start right into the hook and then go back to where it all started. Just pretend like you're directing a Quentin Tarantino movie and start right in the action. So here's the examples. Here's example 1, okay? And this is a true story. So I did some free work for a friend, and they liked the content that I did, so they hired me for a small project. It went well with the project. Then they subcontracted me to one of their clients for a little bit of editing each week, which was going great. And then they parted ways with the client, but me and that client that they connected me with, we continued working together. We built a relationship, and it ultimately resulted in my largest and first ever annual contract for over $27,000. So I'm going to tell you that same story in a different way. Here's example number 2. I just closed a deal on my largest and first annual contract for over $27,000. Let me tell you how it happened. So you can tell instantly my opening line was a way better hook, right? Rather than just being like, so here's what happened. I did some work, which led to more work, and I got a contract. And it's the same information, right? I'm just rearranging it. I open with that juicy little chunk of meat, and you want to get it. And so opening that way, I just did the biggest deal that I've done to date in my business, and I closed a $27,000 annual contract. Here's how it happened. I did some work with a friend, some free work. Then they hired me for a small project. It went well. They subcontracted me to a client of theirs. They parted ways with that client, but I stayed working with that client, and that turned into the biggest contract I've booked to date. Do you see the difference there? Also, your delivery matters. You can tell my first delivery was probably a little bit on the dry side, so make sure that you juice it up. By opening with the juice and telling the backstory afterwards, it allows viewers to become excited. It allows them to be excited about the story early on, and that creates that buy-in and the interest. This simple rearranging of your information about your story will drastically impact the way that your audience experiences your content. Try it in your next video presentation. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button and make sure to hit subscribe. Okay, great. Whew. Anyway.
Juicy. I love it.
Moving on with my life. Let's see, 27.
Moving on. All right, guys. Was it good, bad, or bull? We need to judge Lucas. Who's on live with us right now?
We got 8 viewers.
It was amazing. So, networking and brand building are core aspects to any successful business or brand. So today we judged Nick in good, bad, or bull, and you learned about identifying and crafting a story like that's really going to help sell you, sell your brand, sell your business, and just overall elevate you and your business, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your cue, Lucas.
Yes. Sorry, I was setting this 10-minute timer. Let me pause it.
So you can join us next week, and we're gonna end our storytelling series with, we learned how to capture, then we're crafting it, and now we're gonna tell your story.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna and so join us next week for telling your story. Stick around for the Q&A. We're gonna do Q&A for a couple of minutes here. Here's a 10-minute timer, and we're just gonna chat and talk. Make sure you leave a comment with all of your contact information, guys. Don't miss the opportunity. That's it for today. And now on to the Q&A.
Yeah, so this is where we want to get feedback from you guys. What was something that kind of stuck out from the education moments today, or from our good, bad, or bull? Something that you are struggling with right now, maybe in your business or in your life. I know that we've got a lot of people home snowed in, and a lot of people that are not snowed in just jealous that they got so much snow.
Yeah.
I'd be on the latter. I wanted snow, but we got no snow.
Well, you know, and a lot of business. It's funny because, let's see, Monday was Valentine's, Sunday was Valentine's.
Sunday was Valentine's, yeah.
Well, my wife works. My wife works Saturday, Sunday nights, so she gets home Monday morning and is exhausted. Okay, so we didn't have like a Valentine's officially on that day. And then Monday came along and we tried ordering food. Everything's closed. This is ridiculous. By the way, I'm from New York, and that's where we have I don't know how to say this gently.
But
real
you
snow.
understand why, right? You understand why.
I actually don't. I really don't get it. I mean, I've driven in blizzards.
Because we don't have the materials, we don't have the snow tires, we don't have the salt for the roads, we don't have all of the things that make it easier for the North to be able to continue functioning. We don't have those here because the expense outweighs it, because we're only going to use it like once every 2 or 3 years.
Or like it seems like once a year we've been getting this, actually. Just to be fair, every year it shuts down. Every year, and every year I make fun of it, and people are like, "What are you making fun of? We can't drive in this." First of all, let me give you here's some advice for our viewers. For driving in the snow without sounding too much like a big a-hole. Okay, just don't drive so fast. That's pretty much the thing. Don't drive so fast. Yeah, you're gonna slip. It's not a big deal if you're not going 45. It'll slide, and then you correct.
I have totally been driving slow. I remember one time a few years back, and they decided not to close schools that day. There was so much ice and snow, and I'm coming up there. It's like this hill, and I'm coming up to this stop, and I start to apply my brakes back here. I start to slide, and I'm not stopping. And I am still not stopping. I am getting close to the intersection. I am still not stopping. I start to veer off and head towards a telephone pole, because I'm like, I would rather hit this telephone pole than go out into this busy intersection, right? I finally did stop, like right in front of it, but no, like it wasn't okay. I was going super slow.
Okay, all right, let's reformat it. Okay, so I want to tell you about the time that I almost veered out into an intersection and stopped this close to hitting a telephone pole, right? So I'm just saying. Right, this is interesting.
Yeah,
because it's a good opportunity, right? So that story, right, starting at the explosion, no, it just sounds like you're a bad driver. I'm not saying that's what's definitely happening there, but I'm pretty sure that the thing is, for me, I mean, I've driven in all kinds of terrible weather, mostly like snow blizzards, right? My father's in Buffalo. I'm from New York, from Brooklyn, New York, and we've got plenty of snow there. And if it's bad enough, you don't drive. That's that. But if you do drive, you just drive knowing that you're gonna slide. It's gonna happen. There's not like a special way to avoid it.
So when do you not drive? Like what is too bad to not drive?
Depends on the car.
North speak.
It depends on the car. I mean, I drove off-road, and Jackie was freaking out. We were in the LR2, and we were driving up the mountain. My mom lives up a mountain, that mountain, towards Scottsboro. And there was like a horrible freeze or something the night before, terrible rain, and the road up this mountain split open and came apart. I mean, it was terrible. And there was like this side area that people were driving around, and I didn't want to go all the way back down the mountain, blah, blah, blah. And Jackie's like, do not go around the thing. You go down the mountain. And I was like, I don't know. This is an LR2. We paid a lot for an LR2. It's not like this is a Civic. We're going to go and do it right now, actually.
What is an LR2?
It's like an SUV. It's a Land Rover.
So does it have 4-wheel drive?
Oh yeah, all the stuff and she got it because she's like, I really want to be able to drive when it's icy out. And now whenever it's icy, she's like, I'm like, give me a break, man. This car is designed to drive icy. It's Alabama. You got pickup trucks everywhere. Just drive. Get you some chains and just.
True. Okay, what does a chain do? Just pulls you out if you run off the road?
Oh, I have no idea what to do with the chains. That's just, you see like chains on tires.
Why did you say get a chain?
Because that's what you see, like ice truck roadsters or.
Oh God!
What are these guys?
No, what do you do with the chain?
I think you wrap it around the tire. You like put it on the tire and it turns the tires into.
Okay, so this I will have to say, Lucas, we are proving the point of why people in the South cannot drive in ice and snow.
Tire chains grip the surface better. Look at this. Somebody said, I don't know who it is.
Nick Poppy said
well, but Nick doesn't count as like a can't drive in the South. He's like an outdoorsman. He kills elk and eats them. That's like his thing.
And eats them. I'm okay. So people in the South do deer hunt. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the deal? You can like go and like be like a predator scene, right, in the forest, but you can't like drive to the gas station.
But you can't drive. No, because there's no driving.
I want you to know that I'm mostly just upset because I just wanted sushi. Okay, it's not that big a deal. I wanted sushi.
You
Valentine's
wanted
sushi.
Valentine's sushi.
That's a thing. Is it that bad? Is it really that bad?
That you just wanted it and you didn't get it. So, but, did you ever get it?
Whiny crybaby over here. Yeah, we've had sushi since then. We're addicted. Oshi Poki. Where's your favorite sushi place, Dana?
I have always liked the sushi from the Scene Lounge at Monaco. Which is kind of weird, but they're down on South Parkway. There's somewhere, it's called Miyako, I think.
I know Miyako.
And I've just recently started eating sushi. So when I started having all these food allergies and I could no longer eat chicken, we had to start branching out. And so for the very first time, I started eating, is it when you eat the raw with the one laying on top of it? What is that? Sashimi?
You're talking about nigiri?
Nigiri, yes, nigiri. I just started eating nigiri for the very first time, and I was pleasantly surprised that I actually like it.
I'll eat like sashimi, just like the fish alone. Hit me with a fish and I'll eat it.
It was going to be, I actually thought it was going to be like biting into a shrimp, like kind of crunchy, crisp, like grainy, but it was actually really soft and smooth.
Look, this is my friend Tammy Bucky, Tamagram.
Look at there.
Look at that picture.
The city is not equipped, and the roads get bad quickly. Yes. Oh, no, he wrecked last night?
I am so sorry. That's terrible.
He knows how to drive. Lucas, smack, smack, smack.
I know. I'm so sorry, Tammy. I hope he's all right. But what I really want to look at about this is not the text there, but I really want to look at the image. Look at her image. I love it.
I love it. I love her new rap song.
I was going to say she's a rapper.
I guess you can't really say new now, but I totally listened to it.
She's a rapper.
It's so good. I did have to get the kids to leave the room,
Oh, it's so vulgar. I love it. She was talking about shooting a music video for it at one point. I was so excited. Have you shot that? Did you shoot it yet, Tammy? Let me know. I want to get some music videos on my. I have a bunch of these really long lights. These are like the little ones, but I know a bunch of filmmakers in the area, and and you can change the color on them, and they're just really nice for I don't know, they're just kind of like cool lights for like shapes in the background. And so this is like one of the little ones, but we have a bunch of 4-foot ones, like a ton of them. So I would love to shoot a rap video.
I'd love to use those in a rap video.
In a rap video, yeah, because you see them make shapes and stuff.
I would totally be in your rap video too. I almost think like I could wear this little my little fake fur thing. I feel like it has a place in a rap video.
I was trying to cast for it actually, but these are not. It's not a PG rap video. You've heard the song.
Yes,
this rap video would be, it looks like she shot it already.
Bad. It's good.
That's too bad. I mean, no, that's good. I'm glad and proud of you for filming it yourself. But I really have some big ideas for the next video, for a rap video. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's butt cheeks. I'm just gonna say it. It's butt cheeks in the rap video.
That's what rap videos are all about.
It's a rap video. Like, hello. Okay. All right.
But does that go with her rap song?
So it's not the whole video is just butt cheeks. I mean, you would just, lace that into like different scenes. I can see it. We just do the classic car, wide angle lens, big hood, a couple of butt cheeks in the background, and Tammy's just like laying it out, You can see it. Come on,
I can see it. I can see it.
That'd be cool.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging with us. I love Thursdays. They give me energy. They give me something to look forward to all week. So, bye
Thanks so
for
much,
now.
guys. Y'all have a great one. Make sure to tune in next week. Have bye. Have bye. Have
Have
bye.
bye.
Have bye.